Manami, where are you? It's been a week, one whole week since the wedding, and I still haven't heard a single word from you. I don't even know if you're safe. Are you? You didn't call, you didn't write, you just vanished into thin air. I've gone over every moment of that morning 1,000 times. I keep wondering what I missed, what I did wrong. My family's scared, your family's scared. I'm scared, Manami. I'm scared something happened to you, or worse, that this was your choice. Everyone keeps asking questions I can't answer. Do you know how that feels? At least let me know you're alive, please. Just one word, please.
Hey man, long time no talk. Way too long, actually. But have no fear, the ghost of Ethan's past is back. And this time I've got some good news for you.
Caleb? No way! You just pop out of nowhere after, what, 8 years?
Yeah, it's crazy when I think about it. 8 years since I moved to the other side of the country. Wild, huh?
Time's a trip, man. I swear it still feels like yesterday we were skipping third period to go hit golf balls off the bed of your truck.
Don't forget the time we tried to grill steaks on your apartment balcony and set off the whole building's alarm system.
Okay, but to be fair, you said the fire was under control.
It was, until it wasn't.
Oh, God, I needed this laugh today.
Yeah? I'm glad I could be of service. I was thinking about you recently. Wondered how you were holding up after, well, you know.
I'm doing all right. Things have stabilized. It took time, but I'm good now, really.
I still can't believe what old what's-her-name did to you. Who ghosts their fiancé on the day of their wedding, for God's sake?
Yeah, it's crazy to think it's been 8 years since that day. The wedding that never was. She just disappeared, Caleb. One moment we were hours from walking down the aisle, and the next, silence. No call, no text, not even a note.
I still feel awful I wasn't there. Maybe if I hadn't been on the West Coast, I could have, I don't know, done something.
Don't beat yourself up, man. There's nothing you could have done. Hell, I couldn't even stop it, dude, and I was the freaking groom. What matters is I'm okay now. It took a while, but I moved on.
That's good to hear. And hey, like I was saying earlier, the reason I texted was I had some good news for you.
Yeah? Hit me with it.
I'm getting married.
No kidding? Dude, congratulations! That's awesome!
Thanks. The ceremony's happening downtown. We're gonna have a pretty small guest list, just my family and a few friends. I was hoping you'd be there.
Of course! I wouldn't miss it for the world! Send me the invite!
Already in the mail. Gonna be great seeing you again.
Same here. Honestly, I could use something to look forward to. Caleb, there's something really important that I have to talk to you about now.
Ethan, where the hell did you go? You saw her and just disappeared. I've been looking everywhere. You didn't even say anything. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm outside right now. I just needed to breathe.
What happened in there, dude? You looked like you'd seen a ghost. I've never seen you like that.
Because I did. I did see a ghost. I don't get it. What's going on with you? I need you to stay calm, all right? I wouldn't do this unless I was absolutely sure.
Just tell me, okay? Whatever it is, I'll hear you out.
What's her name? Your fiancé. Full name.
Manami Carter, why?
Manami Carter was the name of the woman I was engaged to 8 years ago.
What? Oh my God, you're joking!
She left me on our wedding day. No call, no message, nothing. Just vanished. And I'm telling you, Caleb, that woman standing there in the dress you helped pick out, that's her.
Ethan, wait. That can't be right. That doesn't make any sense. It's gotta be a coincidence. I mean, there are a lot of Carters around here.
I thought the exact same way when I got the invite. I saw the name and thought, no way. But when I saw her face today, it hit me like a freight train. A freight train that's been building up momentum for 8 whole years. It's her. I'd bet my life on it.
She told me she was originally from upstate. Said she moved around a lot.
Yeah, she moved. She moved right out of her own wedding without a damn word.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to ruin your day. I kept hoping I was wrong, but I'm not. You needed to know.
Come inside, now. I'll be waiting in my dressing room. I need to look you in the eye when you say all this.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Can someone please explain to me what you think you're doing here? Because unless I'm hallucinating, you just walked into my wedding. Are you seriously trying to ruin my happiness again? Is that the game now? I don't know how you even found out about this wedding or what sick satisfaction you thought you'd get. But whatever you're trying to do, I'm telling you now, it's not going to work.
You think you're surprised? Imagine how I feel seeing you alive in a wedding dress pretending we never happened. I never expected to find out that the woman my best friend was about to marry was the same one who disappeared from my life. And for the record, I didn't crash this wedding, Manami. Caleb invited me. I'm here as one of his oldest friends. I'm part of his family, not yours.
Wait, hold on. Caleb's your friend? You're the one he's always talking about? I didn't even realize you two knew each other.
I think I know what happened. Back when you and I were together, Caleb was working out of state, so you never met him. And when we got engaged, we planned a small family-only ceremony. There wouldn't have been any reason for him to be there. Then after everything with you, I moved away and Caleb came back around the same time. I guess our lives just crossed again at the worst possible moment.
Yeah, you could say that again.
But as long as we're here, there's something I need to ask you.
What do you want?
Why did you leave? Why wait until the wedding day to vanish? Why not just tell me the truth? Your parents spent 8 years trying to find you, 8 years of crying and blaming themselves. They lived in fear that something had happened to you, and you never once reached out. If you didn't want to go through with the wedding, you could have said something, anything, but instead you just disappeared.
Because it was easier that way. Do you want the truth? That's it. It was easier. Canceling a wedding comes with all kinds of annoying consequences. Fees, emotional fallout, legal messes. I didn't want to deal with any of it. And the guy I was seeing back then told me we should just run for it. No drama, no obligations. So I took his advice. It was selfish, sure, but it was clean.
So it really was another guy. I always wondered, and now you've confirmed it. But the worst part isn't even that you left me. It's that you left everyone else behind to pick up the pieces. Your parents covered every cent of the wedding costs. I lost count of all the apologies they made on your behalf. You turned their world upside down and walked away like it was nothing. Do you even understand what that kind of cruelty looks like from the outside?
I'm not going to sit here and let you preach at me like I'm a villain in some soap opera. I did what I had to do to move forward. And frankly, I've moved way past all of this. I'm marrying Caleb today, a man who works for a prestigious firm and makes over $100,000 a year. I'm going to be a full-time housewife with everything I ever wanted. You, on the other hand, were barely scraping together 10 grand a year last time I checked. We were never equals, Ethan. You just didn't want to admit it. Now I'm moving into a world you were never cut out for.
Where did you even get that number?
That's not important right now. What matters is that you're not part of this life anymore. So do me a favor. Don't say anything to Caleb. Don't cause a scene and just leave.
Not before I ask you one more question. Have you guys done any of the paperwork to get legally married yet?
What? No. We were going to do all that boring stuff after the wedding.
I see. Well, I guess that's all for the best. You wouldn't be able to get legally married anyway.
Wait, no. You're not actually here because you think we should get back together, are you?
Not even in your wildest dreams.
Well, in that case, I'd appreciate it if you'd walk back out that door and disappear from my life again.
That's gonna be hard to do right now, because Caleb is with me.
What?
Yeah, he's standing right here, and he's coming to talk to you. So I'd suggest you stay right where you are and don't try to run this time.
Hey, are you still at the venue?
What do you want now?
I just talked to Caleb. He told me something pretty shocking. Apparently, you make $200,000 a year. $200,000! I thought you were pulling in 10 grand a year when I left, but that was actually your monthly income? And now it's even more because you started your own company? I mean, you're seriously wealthy now?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, in that case, I went ahead and did you a favor. I called off the wedding for you. So why don't we just pick up where we left off? I conveniently already have the marriage license form with me. I filled out my part. We can file it today.
You didn't cancel anything for me. Caleb found out the truth and called off the wedding himself. Let's not pretend this was your idea.
Okay, sure. Maybe it wasn't entirely my call. But the fact is, the wedding is off now. That's what matters, right? The path is clear for us. We can finally make this work. You and me. It's meant to be, don't you think?
What makes you think I'd ever want to be with you again? You seriously believe I'd go back to the person who abandoned me at the altar? I'm married, Manami! I have a wife, I have a child!
Wait, what? Are you for real?
That's right. And there's one other detail you might have overlooked. You're legally dead!
I'm legally dead?
You heard me. After you disappeared, your family filed a missing person report. After 7 years, they were allowed to request a declaration of death.
You're telling me I've been declared dead?
Legally, yes. If someone vanishes and their whereabouts are unknown for 7 years, the law treats them as deceased.
So now, in the government's eyes, I'm not even alive?
Correct. As of now, legally speaking, you don't exist.
But that can be reversed, right? I mean, I'm standing right here, obviously. It can prove I'm alive.
Sure, you can file to revoke the declaration, but it doesn't change the fact that you vanished for 8 years. That status didn't come from nowhere.
Okay, fine. That scared me for a second. But if it's reversible, then whatever. I'll deal with it. I mean, it's not like I'm actually dead. Just legally.
Maybe not physically dead, but in every other way, you disappeared from the lives of everyone who cared about you. And that disappearance had some very serious and very permanent effects.
What are you even talking about?
Your parents passed away earlier this year.
What?
Yeah, they both passed away.
No, that can't be right.
I don't live in the area anymore, so I only heard bits and pieces, but I know they spent years trying to find you. They carried the burden of everything you left behind. They paid hundreds of thousands in penalties for your sudden disappearance. Every apology to the venue, to the guests, to the businesses they made on your behalf. But it still wasn't enough. Their reputation was completely destroyed. They were branded as the parents of the runaway bride. People whispered about them constantly. They wanted to leave town and start over, but couldn't afford to. The debt you dumped on them made it impossible. The pressure never let up. Eventually, it crushed them.
You're saying that I caused that? That they died because of me?
I'm saying that's what everyone who knew them believes, and I'm saying they're probably right.
That's not what I wanted. I never meant for it to turn out like that.
Intent doesn't undo damage. You ran! You left them to carry the fallout and vanished like none of it mattered. You lied. You manipulated. You rewrote your story like the past had been erased. But it wasn't erased. It festered. It killed the people who loved you the most. You said earlier that Caleb had no family, that he was completely alone. But now it turns out that's you! You became the person you pretended he was. Someone with no one left, no roots, no ties, no one to call your name when everything collapses. So go ahead. Live however you want, but do it knowing the cost. You can spend the rest of your days chasing comfort, but don't forget it came at the price of every relationship you destroyed. The wedding, of course, was called off. Officially, Manami was deemed entirely at fault. She was held responsible for all cancellation fees and emotional damages to Caleb and his family. Given her track record, the venue didn't trust her to pay in installments. They demanded everything up front in one lump sum. She did eventually file the paperwork to reverse her legal death declaration, no surprise there, but that didn't change what she'd become. From that point on, she was truly alone in the world. No parents, no family, no friends left to lean on. From what I've heard, she borrowed the full amount from some rather shady lenders just to pay off the wedding debts. And then, true to form, she ran. People say she's disappeared again. Some claim she left the country, others say she might not be alive anymore. Honestly, I don't know what to believe, and I don't think I want to. Caleb told me the whole story later, shaking his head with that bitter little smile. He said, maybe it's better this way. Some truths are better off left in darkness. I didn't argue. After everything, silence might be the only peace she ever gave anyone.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.